First up, I just wanted to show you something from Anthony Albanese today. He was being asked about the distribution of GST funds, where the latest allocations help Western Australia and Victoria, but they leave New South Wales shortchanged. Now, look, this is the typical sort of bun fight we get, premiers scrambling over money. But listen to the Prime Minister just wash his hands of this.
Well, the Commonwealth Grants Commission operates at arm's length from the government. It's not something that my government has direct involvement in.
Really? The distribution of GST funds collected by the federal government is not something his government has direct involvement in. This is extraordinary. This is exactly an area that Canberra does control and should control. And he ought to either back the process or change the process. He can't wash his hands of it. And it got me thinking, is there anything this bloke is prepared to take responsibility for? I've run through some of these with you before. Remember how Albo is not responsible for your electricity prices going up, even though he promised to slash them by $275?
We know that there's been an impact of global energy prices. We live in a global community.
The Ukraine war started.
Yeah, Laura had him stomped. He blames it on Ukraine. Then, of course, there's the dozen increases to interest rates when Labor promised to keep them lower.
The Reserve Bank of Australia are an independent body and the government doesn't direct them on what to do.
Oh, yes, that's somebody else's problem. Interest rates can only be blamed on governments when the coalition are in power. And even the voice referendum, this big reform that Albanese seemed to commit to as a captain's pick on election night, even its failure apparently wasn't his fault.
This is not my proposal. This is the Australian people's proposal.
Not his referendum. There you go. One of my favourites, though, was the Prime Minister's incredible ducking for cover when asylum seekers turned up on our shores.
I've been travelling in the car, so I haven't been advised about that.
Yeah, apparently the PM's car is some kind of cone of silence. And then with all the controversy and concern about the 149 convicted criminal non-citizens released from immigration detention, we keep getting the Pontius Pilate treatment.
We didn't make the decision to release these people. The High Court directed that occur.
Yeah, there was a court decision, but the government released everyone without appropriate visas or surveillance. Nothing is ever the Prime Minister's responsibility. It's as if Albo is a spectator rather than a player, rather than the team captain. It's a pattern, it's a worrying pattern. And as I said, it played out again today over GST funding.
The Commonwealth Grants Commission is an independent body. It's not a political decision by my government. It's not a government process. This is an independent process.
Look, this bloke is yet to work out that being Prime Minister is not just about accepting the prize and celebrating a victory. It's supposed to be about leading. It's supposed to be about governing and about taking charge. He's running out of time.